Give me what I want.
Earl says, man, I like Brett more than Anvil than I did as a solo act. Yeah, I did too. Don't worry, Earl. You're not the only one. Will says, you have to be honest. Without all the backstory, you have to take Benoit over MJF. Benoit would rule AEW. I mean, of course, because Benoit was top tier. I mean, honestly, the only thing that stopped Benoit from really winning more world champions outside of what actually happened was the fact that he was small.
Which is crazy, bro.
He got the opportunity, and he was over with the people. But you know, Vince wasn't about having guys like him dominate. It was just, I was just happy to see him and Eddie actually win the titles. To be honest with you, like the fact that we actually have to call them world champions.
Yeah,
that alone is just like, yo. And and it kind of brings back to your point when you talked about you won't have someone, you know, ever be with many title reigns or just a few. For some guys, depending on their popularity, that few is good enough because their popularity supersedes their championships. Like you can't disregard that. Some guys are just like, yo, man, they was really like this. Like Eddie does not have a lot of world championships, but Eddie as a character is over, man. Like, bro, like he's one of the best, man. Like Lion Chicken, everybody was a fan of it.
I want to bring it back full circle to you because speaking of that, right? Like you talk about over. Like we seen what the power of social media could do for guys.
Right,
like
not now, but then it was like that.
We seen what the power of social media could do for a guy like a Bryan Danielson, a guy like a Kofi Kingston, give Divas a chance. We seen that. So just imagine if you take Benoit and Eddie still alive, bro, with social media right now, easily another 2 or 3, maybe 4+ championships. Like there's no way they will be wrestling and brother crowd would not push them to another title, regardless of
they most definitely look. Eddie would have got pushed to another title. Honestly, I feel like they took the title off of him too early anyway. You know, so it wasn't like his title, like his limelight was going down. No, it wasn't. It was as hot as ever, especially after that WrestleMania match he had with Kurt Angle. Bruh, are you kidding me, man? And then to see him and Benoit, nah, man. People,
at the end,
them hold them titles for a while, man, and they both got played because he lost to JBL and Benoit lost to he lost to Randy Orton, which I'm not mad about because Randy had came up by that point in time. Like Randy had definitely improved his character, his in-ring. He had, he was definitely the legend killer. He was in his bag and what he was doing at that time. So that was the only one I actually didn't have a problem with. I was shocked by it because I didn't think it would happen, especially the way it ended, because he hit that RKO quick as hell on Benoit, and he got the 1, 2, 3, and it was like, oh shit, damn, Randy Orton is world champion.
Yeah.
But for Eddie, I didn't feel Eddie losing it that fast. It's almost as bad as Ray, but Ray.
I hated how they did Ray.
That's a perfect example. Ray Mysterio. You built that whole little run based off. Eddie had passed, so of course he was dedicating everything to Eddie. He won the Royal Rumble. He went to WrestleMania. He won the World Heavyweight Championship, and he held the title for maybe 4 to 6 months, and then that was it. Like, but you can't tell me
because he defeated 3 people. Wasn't that a triple threat he won?
Yeah, it was against Kurt Angle and Orton at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's still one of the highest merch sellers in your company, man, one of your most popular figures. So it wasn't like he was fading, like, bruh. Like, but I understood, it's wrestling. You can't convince people that this little guy's gonna beat all these big guys, but he didn't have to fight all the big guys. You could have gave him guys he could have handled with and gave him a nice little long target run. But that's just me.
Do you know why I hate that logic? Do you know why I hate that logic? I'm gonna tell you why I hate that logic. Because Shawn Michaels is a fucking little guy.
He is a little guy, but his style is different than Ray's. His style is different than Ray's. Not to say that Ray it's that much drastic differently, but certain things that Shawn did or would do or could do, Ray, it backfired on Ray. Not to say it didn't backfire on Shawn, but Sean's way of attack, his approach, it was different. It's different. Their styles and how they come back and what they do. It's really different. I can't break it down too intricate for you, but you got to look back at who Rey Mysterio was, and you got to look back at who Shawn Michaels was, and what they become over the years. And you got that's two different styles.